Manchester United fans, stop scrolling. Lucy Noella here. Big news just dropped at Old Trafford today. Before we get into it, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you never miss any United updates. Manchester United lineup versus Arsenal. Ayoub Bouaddi, Cunha decisions made. Injury news, lineup prediction. Manchester United are full of confidence after Derby Day delight last weekend. Michael Carrick's interim spell began with an epic Manchester Derby victory, but Manchester United face an even sterner test this weekend. The Red Devils travel to Premier League leaders Arsenal, aiming to cause an upset and ride the wave of positivity formed in victory over their bitter local rivals. To overcome the division's most resilient rearguard on their travels will prove immensely challenging. Fortunately for Carrick, who has wisely abandoned the 3-4-2-1 formation that failed under Ruben Amorim, he has a wealth of options available to him and a relatively injury-free treatment room. Key injuries, absentees, Matthijs de Ligt, Joshua Zirkzee. Predicted formation, 4-2-3-1. The return of Bryan Mbeumo, Amad Diallo, and Noussair Mazraoui from international duty at the Africa Cup of Nations has boosted Carrick's options, with only 2 players absent for the trip to North London. Dutch duo Matthijs de Ligt and Joshua Zirkzee will both miss the journey south, the former still battling a back injury that has kept him sidelined for nearly 2 months, and the latter struggling with a knock. Man UTD predicted lineup versus Arsenal, 4-2-3-1. Goalkeeper, Sana Lamens. Lamens kept only his 3rd clean sheet for United in the Manchester Derby victory last weekend, but won't expect a shutout against league leaders Arsenal. Right back, Diogo Dalot. Perhaps fortunate not to be sent off early in the derby, Diallo then steadied himself and performed admirably against Jeremy Doku. He faces an entirely different threat in Doku's compatriot Leandro Trossard on Sunday. Centre-back, Harry Maguire. The towering centre-back enjoyed his battle with Erling Haaland last weekend and will face another enormous Scandi sharpshooter in Victor Gyökeres. Maguire will hope to produce a similarly effective display. Centre-back, Lisandro Martinez. Martinez's height proved no barrier in thwarting Haaland, and his aggressive approach will be necessary against an Arsenal attack filled with quality. Left-back, Luke Shaw. Shaw will be nervous about his battle with fellow countryman Bukayo Saka, whose speed and trickery should make for a difficult afternoon for the 30-year-old. Defensive midfielder, Casemiro. Playing the first game since his departure at the end of the season was confirmed, Casemiro has repeatedly proven that he's still capable of stellar showings on the big stage. Defensive midfielder, Kobbie Mainoo. How quickly things can change. United went from Mainoo demanding a loan move to readying themselves to reopen contract talks with the Academy gem following Amorim's exit. Right wing, Amad Diallo. Amad's return has been timely, given United are returning to a system that involves natural wingers, and the Ivorian appears to have the nod over Matthijs Cunha when it comes to a starting berth. Attacking midfielder, Bruno Fernandes. The Premier League's leading creator and United's talisman, Fernandes will be the difference maker for the Red Devils if they're to stun the Emirates Stadium. Left wing, Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu has thrived as an emergency winger in recent weeks, scoring his 2nd goal in 6 games by netting in the derby. He will be tasked with doubling up on the indefatigable Saka on Sunday. Striker, Bryan Mbeumo. Mbeumo started up front against Manchester City instead of out wide and excelled in the role with his frequent darts in behind. The Cameroon international will be key for United on the counter-attack. Comment your predictions? Man UTD News. Michael Carrick faces $180 million Liverpool transfer war after Casemiro bombshell. Manchester United have confirmed Casemiro will depart at the end of the season, and they face a $180 million battle with Liverpool if they want to sign 2 top targets. The Michael Carrick era at Manchester United is about to begin. Manchester United need to sign midfield reinforcements following the confirmation Casemiro will be leaving the club. But that's not the only transfer on their agenda. January has been relatively quiet on the signing front, but there's been plenty of drama in the dugout with Ruben Amorim given the boot, and Michael Carrick stepping in on a temporary basis. His debut match in charge delivered a brilliant victory over local rivals Manchester City, with Casemiro producing a standout display. Nevertheless, United have announced his departure at the season's end when his contract runs out. There was a clause to extend his deal by 12 months, but this hasn't been activated, adding further urgency to the hunt for midfield reinforcements. A Premier League sensation has also caught United's eye. Here's all the latest news from Old Trafford. Felix Nmecha has been linked with Manchester United. Crucial discussions arranged. Borussia Dortmund are desperate to tie down midfielder Felix Nmecha to a new contract, despite interest from United and a group of other clubs. That's the latest update from Sky Sports Germany, who report Dortmund are keen to thrash out fresh terms, despite his existing deal running until the summer of 2028. Their strategy involves waiting until after the January transfer window concludes before opening negotiations. Nmecha has netted 5 times and provided 3 assists across 28 outings in all competitions this season. The 25-year-old Germany international's importance in their midfield has grown following Pascal Gross's return to Brighton. 100-meter valuation placed on target. Liverpool are also reportedly interested in Mickey van de Ven. Spurs have put a whopping $100 million price tag on star centre-back Mickey van de Ven as Liverpool and Manchester United circle. Reports suggest the Dutch international, 24, is hesitant about penning fresh terms in North London, despite his current agreement running until 2029. Tottenham are determined to retain his services, which explains the eye-watering valuation they've set, according to Team Talk. Thomas Frank reinforced that position with his remarks at Thursday's press conference. He said, "I've just seen Mickey today. He seems very happy and smiling, very happy after the game we won, in the changing room. He's a fantastic player and a fantastic ambassador for this club. He's maybe had his best season for the club. He's growing as his leader and a big player for the future. I would say he is a very important player for us. Mickey is a Tottenham player for us now. And the future." Adam Wharton update. Adam Wharton is one of the most sought-after midfielders in the Premier League. Liverpool are among the clubs expressing serious interest in Adam Wharton ahead of a potential summer departure from Crystal Palace, according to the Daily Mail. The England international, 21, has attracted attention from United and Real Madrid, with mounting expectations he could be the next talent to depart Selhurst Park. The report suggests Liverpool would be prepared to table an $80 million offer for Wharton, should the chance arise to bolster their midfield options, meaning United may have to act fast if they want to land the star. Manchester United fans, get ready, because a new name is quietly entering the conversation as the January transfer window approaches. While the spotlight often shines on big-money stars, this time the focus is on a teenage midfielder who is already turning heads across Europe. His name is Ayoub Bouaddi, and he could be one of the most interesting young talents United are watching right now. At just 18 years old, Bouaddi has already built a level of experience that most players his age can only dream of. He plays for Lille League 1 and has grown rapidly into a key part of their midfield. Despite his young age, he carries himself like a seasoned professional, showing maturity, calmness on the ball, and tactical awareness well beyond his years. Since making his debut at only 17, he has gone on to rack up an impressive 74 senior appearances for Lille, which is a remarkable number for a teenager in a top European league. Manchester United are believed to see Bouaddi as a player who could strengthen their midfield options, especially as Ruben Amorim looks to shape the squad in his own image. United have been searching for energy, intelligence, and balance in the middle of the pitch, and Bouaddi fits that profile perfectly. He is comfortable in possession, presses well and reads the game smartly, qualities that modern top managers demand. Importantly, he is still developing, meaning United would not just be buying a player for now, but one for the future. However, this potential move is far from simple. Bouaddi's rise has not gone unnoticed across Europe. Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain are also closely monitoring his situation, which instantly raises the stakes. When clubs of that level are involved, competition becomes fierce, prices rise quickly, and convincing the player becomes much harder. Lille are fully aware of the value of their young star and are under no pressure to sell cheaply, especially in the middle of the season. For Manchester United, this is the kind of transfer that could say a lot about their long-term strategy. Going for Bouaddi would show a Commitment to smart recruitment and future planning rather than just short-term fixes. But with elite clubs circling, United would need to move decisively and present a clear project to convince the player that Old Trafford is the right place for his next step. As January draws closer, this is one story that could develop very quickly or quietly disappear behind the scenes. One thing is certain though, Ayoub Bouaddi is a name United fans should remember. Whether he ends up in Manchester or elsewhere, his journey is only just beginning, and the next few weeks could shape his future in a big way. Thanks for watching. Now I want to hear from you. What's your reaction to this United news? Drop a comment, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't miss the next update.